Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, the St. Catherine Cup Sprint in Jamaica on an afternoon where there's girl power in evidence. 2 wins for Andree Powell. And we preview the weekend's big events in Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. First to Caymanas Park in Jamaica.
6 horses started the St. Catherine Cup Sprint over 5.5 furlongs with a 6-horse Campesino, last November's Caribbean Sprint champion from Philip Piani's barn, a heavy favourite at 2-5 under jockey Robert Hardball Halladine. Other fancied entries: number 1 Polly B at 5-2, 5 Blue Dixie at 5-1, and number 7 Sir Budget at 9-2. Here's Bran Rickman's call.
They're off for the St. Catherine Cup, and Bubbling Kitten lags at the back after an awful beginning. Polly B dashes into an early lead. Sir Budget chasing on the outside. Campesino taken back in hand in third. Blue Dixie's under a ride in fourth and asked to make ground. Bubbling Kitten further back as they charge away, leaving the half mile, and as expected, Tropical Depression outclassed and at the back. So Budget on the outside of Polly B. They hook up now to make a fight for it as they slip past the 3/8 pole. Campesino watches them from 4 lengths back in third, waiting on them to fold if they do. Blue Dixie is even further back, being joined almost by Bubbling Kitten. Forget Tropical Depression as Sir Budget has now taken charge up front. Polly B on the rail. Campesino now charging up on the outside, and Campesino strikes the lead. Sir Budget fighting on the rail. Polly B back in third. Blue Dixie over against the rail, and Bubbling Kitten on the outside of horses, but it is Campesino beginning to pour away from them. Pouring it on Campesino inside the final 16th. Robert Halladine and Campesino will win the St. Catherine Cup by maybe 6 lengths over Bubbling Kitten.
Emphatic in victory, the 7-year-old at 2-5 odds records a second win in his last 3 starts, chased by his stablemate Bubbling Kitten. 6 lengths the victory margin for the Hammock Farms owned Campesino, clocking 1 minute 5 seconds even for 5.5 furlongs under Halladine's smooth handling.
Favorite to win the race. All I had to do was roll him confident, sit behind the leaders, ask him up the lane, and he did everything I asked him. So as long as he stays sound, stays fit, I think right through this season he will be a top contender in the sprint races.
Still in Jamaica, 2 wins on Saturday for Andree Powell, having a fine day in the man's world of race riding.
Check out her finishing burst on the outside in race 4 after early traffic trouble, spectacularly snatching a narrow win, coming through widest of all aboard Classy Aviator to beat who else but top jockey Dane Nelson at the wire.
It was very satisfying because after being squeezed out and left behind, I knew I had him because I was on the extreme outside, so I just gave it my utmost best.
Classy Aviator at 11-1 odds with the upset win under the 26-year-old Powell for trainer Gareth Sabrati in the restricted allowance event. Nelson's mount, the 4-5 favourite Mr. Bones, edged out by a neck at the wire as just about a length separated the first 4 finishers. And here's how Powell in race 2 aboard Glider got the first of her 2 wins.
As they run toward the furlong pole, Flying Machine has that lead. Glider now asked to attack on her outside. Over in the centre, it's Ocean Seeker and Perfect Asset on the far side. Action Cruise, and now Glider has slipped into the lead. Flying Machine chasing, but left a length back. Glider being pushed out, and Glider wins under Andree Powell. Flying Machine is second, Ocean Seeker third, just ahead of Action Cruise.
At 8-5 odds, 4-year-old filly Glider scores by a length and a quarter, chased by the 5-2 bet Flying Machine, as Powell, in just over a year of race riding, pleased to beat the boys again as she notches her 7th career win.
Glider was in my agenda for a while now because I've been riding her and I've seen the improvements in her. So we just had her on a little program and she just come and do the same thing. She delivered.
And how satisfied are you with your career so far and the number of wins you've had?
Well, actually, I am very satisfied, but could have been a lot more better. But I just plan to give it my all.
To Trinidad and Tobago now, where the Queen's Park Cricket Club and the Arima Racing Club are linking up to put on a 9-race card at Santa Rosa Park Saturday.
This week's press conference announcing that several cricketing men from Queen's Park CC have also been big racing fans. The late Test players Jeff Stallmeyer and Joey Carew among cricket and racing icons, having events named after them this weekend.
We enjoy an excellent relationship with the Arima Race Club, and we have many members over the years that belong to the racing fraternity. With this in mind, we selected individuals, Queen's Park members, that have been instrumental, iconic, and an integral part of the racing fraternity.
Main event Saturday, the Stud Farm Association National Stakes in honour of former champion trainer Joe Hadid. with 9 starters, including number 6, the Glenn Mendez entry Dark Treasure, renewing rivalry with number 7, John O'Brien's Desert Dancer, who he beat narrowly on Boxing Day, number 1, Man to Come, and 9, King Arthur, also considered strong entries.
The Michael Parvicino Memorial Breeders' Stakes and Trophy is the main event Saturday at the Garces Savannah in Barbados.
9 starters confirmed after Thursday's declaration, including number 2 Bourbon Street, highest rated in the field with a 56 index, 3 Zip Code, who was second in the Boxing Day nursery race, number 4 last month Santa Claus handicap winner Butterfly with Antonia Bishop aboard, new champion jockey Rashid Hughes rides the 10-horse Vincedor.
We've been at the track covering top stories in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.